Hi, this is Chaz Palminteri, and if you're thinking about getting your eyes done, the only person to see is Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada. I flew all the way from New York to be here, and Dr. Rothman did my eyes. And all I could say is, it's a miracle. I could see. You see Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada.
From the Strip in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pub Crawl, where each week we struggle to recall our adventures in and around Las Vegas, giving a unique perspective on the best places to tear it up in the entertainment capital of the world. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Alicia and David Ivey.
Hey there, and welcome to Pub Crawl, the best source of Vegas-y drinking goodness. I'm Alicia.
I'm David, and this week I'm drinking water because I've got toxic levels of B6.
Yeah, you actually got a nickname this weekend.
What's your rap name, yo?
B6. Yo, I'm B6, yo.
Toxic B, I like to call you.
Toxic B6.
Toxic B.
That's my full rap name. We'll explain that in a minute, but before we do...
Oh, welcome the live studio audience.
Look at him! Look at him!
And welcome to live chat room.
Chat room's over there. If you'd like to get a hold of us, we're Pub Crawl at Vegas Video Network. The network and us are on Twitter. I've changed the Twitter for us. We're Trek Vegas. It's like taking a trek to Vegas, or being a Star Trek fan in Vegas, or the network is Vegas Video Network. By the way, 1400 AM, we listened to our show last Saturday.
We did.
I think it was awesome. Our audio is more magnificent than our video, or at least as magnificent.
I still can't get used to listening to my own voice, though.
Well, that makes me feel good.
No, it was really good.
Video idea.
It was really good. We're a little nutty. We were just imagining if we were just going through the channels and that was on, we'd be like, what in the heck is this show? They're just talking about whatever.
We're on some tangent, too. I don't know.
I liked it. Anyway, but if you want to hear our show, 1400 AM every Saturday afternoon, you can hear us and everybody else on the network. It was awesome. And iTunes and YouTube and all the other. Roku, which we're now watching when we're doing our rowing machine because of my toxic levels. Let me explain whilst I make a drink. Let's do a cocktail of the week, and then we'll come back and I'll
let's do
explain
it.
my B6-ness. What am I making?
You are making a drink called the New Moscow.
You know why I'm calling it that?
Why?
Why it's called that? I don't know why it's called that. It's actually my version. It's the New Moscow, and I'm dedicating it to the little chicks in the Russian Olympic team who got their butts kicked by the Fab Five on the American Olympics.
Why?
It's Moscow.
Oh, so you're dedicating it to them?
Yes.
I say go USA.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But it's dedicated to the losers.
This is a drink for the losers.
Yes, this is a loser drink.
Okay, so.
What am I doing?
You're going to make 2.
Right.
So this is one has 4 ounces of vodka.
Oh, my Lord. Let's make 1.
Yeah, I think so, because that
Right.
might be a little much in there.
4 ounces? Boy, this is a Russian drink.
4 ounces of vodka.
That's what's called New Moscow. 4 ounces in one. It's supposed to be 1.
I think we could split that into 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, this is.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay,
My doctor would not approve of that.
2 ounces of Strega.
Okay, here's where things get nutty. Strega, the drink of, I don't know what this stuff is, but I like it. 2 ounces, you said?
Yes, 2 ounces.
So kind of an elderflower. Is it elderflower or something?
I think so. I'm going to read the bottle when you're grabbing the next ingredient.
Okay.
And then 1 ounce of pineapple juice.
1 ounce of pineapple. We've used Strega before. I actually like it, but it's very odd. It's not for the 1 ounce.
I can't read it on the bottle.
I can't read it. All right, here we go.
Smells good.
Oh, and we need glasses with ice in them. This might totally blow, like the Russian Olympic team. Now I think they kicked their asses in the single something or other we watched the other night.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I go to the doctor. Finally, I get my blood test, as I'm sure everybody's hanging on the edge of their seat to find out.
Is he okay? Is he going to be okay?
The doctor said, your liver's fine, your blood's fine, everything's fine. Cholesterol's fine, bad cholesterol's good. Everything was great. I'm not diabetic. I'm not thermophobic. I'm not, it said the only thing is you have toxic levels, double the human, what you're supposed to have, of B6.
Which is weird,
I don't
because
know,
he was asking you, like, what are you eating? What are you doing?
I don't know, and we still don't know. But
well, we kind of guessed, though.
I drink sports drinks, which I think had.
And you eat a lot of carrots, too.
Yep. Well, that actually looks like a heck of a drink.
It looks pretty good.
You want a straw, or are you going to man it?
I'd like a straw.
All right. That reminds me. Don't we have a drunk turn?
We do. First, I want to taste this, though. Looks tasty.
I love it. Well, it tastes tiki-ish. I guess it's the pineapple juice.
Oh, it does.
That's really good.
Wow.
Whoa! We accidentally made an awesome drink.
Because actually, we substituted an ingredient.
Yeah, it's supposed to have orange juice, but I used pineapple juice because we didn't have any orange juice.
That is really good.
That's amazing. The new Moscow.
Nice.
You're welcome, Pub Crawl.
Okay, so the drunk term for this week is pal tax.
Pal. P-A-L.
P-A-L. Like, hey, pal.
Okay.
So this is ordering a drink on your friend's tab.
Oh, we've had to pay pal tax.
Yeah. That's why we're paying cash for our own drinks tonight.
That's true. We're going out after. We're paying cash.
Right.
Well, heck, that is awesome sauce. There's something floating in it. And there's something on my hand. Ah! All right. Without further ado, let's get to our pub crawl adventure.
You know, one of the things I like best about the Vegas Video Network are the people. There are no divas here. Everyone is exactly the same off camera as they are on.
Hey guys, what's cocktail of the week this week?
You know what? I'll let you know what it is when it's time for you to know what it is. Why don't you get off the stage and get back in your production hole? Oh my God. You know what? And tell cheap-ass Whitney to get us some decent brand liquor. This hobo off-ramp crap ain't cutting it. God, idiots.
Totally.
B6 coming back at you.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm B6, toxic levels. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not taking any more men's one a day, and I'm not drinking any more sports drinks.
I think it was just the sports drinks, and if you stop, then you should be fine.
But he didn't give me a solution. He didn't say like, well, do this and come back and check. He went, all right, I'll see you in 6 months. Like, what if my levels keep rising?
I don't think he was too concerned.
He didn't seem too concerned. He was more concerned about how much do you drink a day? And I told him, he's like, I'm checking your liver. Then the liver came back fine. He's like, you telling me the truth? I'm like, well, what am I lying? Say I'm drinking more than I am? I'm trying to impress you? No, he said your liver's fine.
So there you go. Healthy, toxic B.
Hey, I'm telling you, moving to Vegas, it's a healthy living. So speaking of healthy living, brand new bar opened up. And we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but we didn't want to give it an actual review because they just opened.
I think they've been open for, what, 3 weeks now, maybe?
3 weeks to a month. Anyway, what we're talking about is, you say it.
Firkin.
F-I-R-K-I-N.
Yes.
And it means what you think it means. Because they have a bunch all over the country, and some are called the Firkin Fox, some's called the Firkin Toad. They have Firkin Food. You know, that's how they play that card.
Firkin Fries.
Yeah, they Firkin Fries. Now, it's a British pub.
And it's right next to
the Hard
Rock.
It's like right next door. In fact, it's Hard Rock, and they just opened the new Kiss Golf thing.
Which is awesome.
Tell me about the Kiss Golf.
I do love the Kiss golfing. You go in there, it's all glowy, and it's awesome. They've got a bunch of Kiss memorabilia in there. So if you're at the Hard Rock, just walk over there and check it out.
It's across the street. I mean, you literally, not the Hard Rock Cafe, but the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
Right.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was really fun.
Which we were supposed to go see Filter tomorrow night play at.
Uh-huh.
But we're not going to. Anyway, Star Trek convention's in town, so we got to do what we got to do. So anyway, so this place opens up, great location. In fact, if you think it's across the street from Hofbrauhaus and across the street from Hard Rock. and a bunch of other stuff kitty corner to that. Hofbrauhaus, we'll have to go into around October. We should do a big event there. The only time we've ever been there was, talk about pal tax. We got
extremely pal tax.
Oh, we got pal taxed like Jimmy Carter era pal tax. I mean, we got nailed on that one. So actually, we've always been kind of sketchy about going back to Hofbrauhaus because we're like, it's really expensive. People go, it's not that bad. You've seen our bill. It was bad. Yeah. You know what it is? The last person to pay gets screwed. It was that kind of thing. Like everybody went, here's my $10 for my $9 meal. Gone.
And the people that pay last with a card really get screwed.
And that's what we did, and we got, Anyway.
We learned our lesson.
So,
again.
Firkin is right across the street from that. It's an English pub, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I love Irish pubs. Irish pubs seem to be a lot more fun, a lot more music, a lot more excitement, better food. It just seems to be more of a lively joint. So we went in, and it wasn't the most lively of joints. We went in for the Olympics, which was kind of cool, so at least it had that going. We're sitting next to some guys that were exclusively watching the Olympics, which I liked, because we walked in and it was baseball, 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 baseball. We're like, damn it. Now we're going to be those people that go, can we see the Olympics? It's like, can I see the rerun of the girls' gymnastics? That's what I'm asking, because it was on, But there were already some guys watching it. They were cool. We talked Olympics the whole time. We sat down. They've got a lot of beer, which is the new thing in town. With people with all the beers. A lot on tap. They've got that special, you could buy the card like you do with wine.
Yeah, but they only had about 5 different taps, and they really
And some of them were Heineken.
Yeah, they weren't that craft.
But that was weird. In fact, we met up with Jacob in one of those places. What's the place? The Hostel Grape? Is that what that's called?
Yes,
at the M? And there's a couple like that. You get the little ATM card, you put money on it, and then you can go around and try different wines. Well, this is beer.
So you get like a couple ounces of beer so you can taste it.
Yeah, you can do just a 1-ounce test, or you can buy a whole a whole pint. The only problem is there's Heineken in that.
Yeah, but I think that they're trialing it out just to see if the idea works.
They are. We talked to some people that work there.
I really wonder what Heineken tastes like. Hold on.
Right.
Oh,
I better get a test shot
like.
at it. Yeah, I might not like it. Is that our skeptical voice?
Cross between the David Tull.
Well, the funny thing is they've got a ton of actual craft beers, but not over there. They've got it behind the bar. Yep. So they have Chimay or Chimay or however you say that. I always want to say Chimay, but it's Chimay. Yeah. You got to put the Chimay. They have that. They have Lef on tap, which I love. They have a lot of really cool beer. So we went in there, had some really cool beers, and talked to the guy. And we did the same question with everybody. How's your chicken fingers there, mister? He said, well, no, we said, what's good here? Because we're confused.
The menu's all over the place.
That's a little bit of a problem. First off, it's too bright. So we asked, hey, could you turn the lights down? We're those people now. Like, hey, it's a little bright in here. You want to turn this down? And they did. Then we heard the manager chewing them out. Why is it so dark in here? It looks like we're close. And they're like, those people over there wanted it dark. Do you hear them?
We're like,
she's like, well, at least turn it on over by the front. But I said, we wanted it to look like a diner. I don't want to go into a bar and it looks like Denny's in there. I mean, you want it kind of dark and seedy.
Yeah, and it's really pretty in there. It's really pretty.
So we had to turn the lights down, had to turn the Olympics on, and then said, what's good? Because they have pizza at an Irish. See, that kind of threw me off. They had burgers, they had pizza. It's an English bar. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. So we said, what's good? He goes, well, believe it or not, and I'm like, I might believe this. Our chicken fingers are the best. Now, we're some chicken-eating people. And so we're like, well, that's it. You sold us. They battered it themselves, and it was pretty good. I wouldn't go say it was the best, but you know what? Way better than average.
Oh, and they had like 5 different dipping sauces, which is really good.
That's where they won a silver medal in that event, because they had 8 different sauces or so, 2 or 3 of which were amazing. They had some kind of like a dill one. They had a lot of cool stuff.
Like a curry one, a dill one, a barbecue, this Thai chili.
Yeah, it was. I was impressed, and their fries were really good. They're the battered fries. So I'm going to say chicken fingers on the list. But beer's also on the list, and it wasn't very expensive. Tons of parking because there was nobody there. But
we checked it a few weeks ago, right before they officially opened, and they're doing better than. Oh yes, there were people in there having a good time. So it was. I would say if you're staying at the Hard Rock, it is way better to cross over to this place and eat than a lot of places. The Hard Rock gets pretty expensive. Yeah, and if you're in the Fruit Loop walking around and you're hungry, had too many drinks at
I wish I could talk to the people at Firkin and go, okay, you guys closed. They said midnight, 11 on weekdays, like 1 or 2, and like, do not close. You don't understand. At night, at 3 in the morning, this is in the Fruit Loop. This is one of the most jumping neighborhoods in Las Vegas, right there with the Double Down and the Piranha and
it's a real late night crowd, though.
It's a really late night crowd. You guys should be open at 6 o'clock in the but close in the afternoon. Be open from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. You guys would be packed. That would be my suggestion to them.
So, wishing them good luck.
Yeah, I do too. And so far so good. We'll go back. I mean, it's a good place and it's a good location. So we're going to talk about something a little more obscure. We try to avoid places like this, not avoid them, avoid talking about them because they're kind of out in the sticks. But I wouldn't call this the sticks. It's right at the airport.
It's right on the east side of McCarran Airport.
Right. In fact, it's literally 20 yards from the runway. But you kind of anyway. Blue Ox Central. Now I'm going to make sure to say Central because there's 3 Blue Ox taverns. There's a tavern, there's Central, and then there's East. Now they're probably all good. They're all owned by the same family. I think it's the Anderson family. They're a Minnesota bar. So if you like the Vikings and the Twins and the Minnesota Prince, Kirby Puckett. If you know anything that that's Minnesota, this is your place. Now, it's on our way home from everywhere, so we always drove by it. We never went into it, and I think we mentioned it in the top chicken fingers of all time because it is, I think, the best.
Yeah, which we found in like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, we were at another bar, and we said, "How are your chicken fingers?" And they said, "Well, they're pretty good." And the lady came over. Some lady that was just in the bar came over and goes, "You want the best chicken fingers?" Yeah, they're like Blue Ox Central on Eastern and Russell by the airport. We're like, hey, we know where that is. It's on our way home. And those are the best. So we're like, whatever. So a couple weeks later, we went to it. Oh, let's try it. They have a bunch of stuff. Their big thing is walleye.
It's a fish.
Okay, I'm assuming it's a Minnesota thing because they've got it. It's like a big deal there. Walleye. So they have a lot of fish.
That and their Reuben?
They said the Philly cheesesteak. But it's Minnesota Philly. I don't know. Anyway, we go in there. We get chicken fingers. Not only are they the size of my arm, they're huge, and they're so obviously hand battered. They resemble a lot more fish and chips. It's what it looks like. They've got that kind of a batter, that beer batter. So it's got it's that brown orange color, and it's really frothy, like crunchy. Oh my God!
Get me hungry.
They are literally the best chicken fingers.
But then we found another variation on this.
Okay, so we go in there. So they make their own. Now this is you got to understand. This is a little dive bar over on the east side. They make their own chicken fingers. They make their own potato chips, which are amazing. So you get like 4 fingers. We just split an order, and we're fine. And chips.
Yeah, they're huge.
They're huge. So we were in there a couple nights ago because that's like our stop in, watch the Olympics on the way home kind of place. It's like a 3rd night in a row we stopped by, and they go, "Oh, the special tonight are pork shanks and fingers."
You get 2 shanks and 2 fingers.
We're like, "You had us at pork shank." I mean, are you kidding me? Of course we're getting that. Oh my God, did that up the level of food in this place? This is a little dive bar.
The meat just completely fell off the bone.
First off, it looks like one of those gourmet popsicle ones, where it's got the bone, what do they call it? The stick, the bone, the hoof, and then it's got this huge ball of meat on the end of it. Like it's not like a rib, it's like a, and you just touch it and and you've got a completely clean bone. And this pile of rib meat that is unbelievable. And you get 2 of those, 2 fingers, potato chips. I think it's like $8. It's $4 a person.
You can't beat
that. Oh my God, we are so sold on this place.
And of course, drink prices are cheap.
Oh yeah, $3, I think. Oh. It's like, and it's one of those everyone knows your name kind of place. So you go in. They don't. Not only do they turn on the Olympics for us, if we're sitting at the weird end, they put the TVs on the big hinges. They'll pull it out and point it at you. There you go. We're like, hey, right, no more chicken finger. I mean, it was like we love this place. Now we'll have to try the other 2. To give a full, thing, but Central is...
We can vouch for Central.
Oh, it's Central because it's in the middle.
Yeah.
No! I mean, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. I thought it was like Blue Ox Central, like it's... Yes, like Hamburger Central. You know what I mean? I thought it was like, this is where headquarters of Blue Ox is. No, there's Tavern, East Side, and Central. It's in the middle. Okay. Anyway, amazing. That's not... Strega makes you
Strega.
funny. Well, it's funny because that reminds me of something. We have been on a chicken finger Olympic decathlon because we have eaten nothing but chicken fingers, I think, in the last week.
Well, we were doing another experiment, as we often do, and we actually lost weight.
Right, we're doing this, okay.
Before we started our new regimen this week.
It was our triathlon beer and chicken fingers diet, and we do a couple things. Well, we were just explaining to some of our audience that on Sunday, we started this thing where we can get another beer, but we have to walk to get it. Maybe not a mile, but a while. Like we went from Monte Carlo to Mandalay Bay to get another beer.
Which isn't so far.
But it's probably a 3/4 of a mile or maybe a half mile. But you have to go up and through and down through Luxor and over. So I mean, it takes you a while to get there. And then when you want another one from there, all right, well, let's go over to, Tropicana. So you got to go over there,
walk another
cross
mile.
the street. Yeah. Then get another, and then let's get chicken fingers. Okay. And so and it ended up working out for us because we're always on some kind of diet. And that actually, walking for your food and walking for your booze, I got to say, worked out. I'm not walking far for another one of those, though. Walk right over to there. But anyway, so Blue Ox Central, amazing. I said, we try not to cover little bars because I know they're not in the tourist corridor, but this place is definitely worth. Now, we said this 2 years ago about Moondoggies, and look what happened to that place.
I know. Ever since
now it's on diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Guy Fieri went there, and now it's exploded.
And we covered it before he did. So listen to us, folks. We got the inside scoop.
We know what's what.
So we're saying Blue Ox. Watch, a year from now, Guy Fieri will be there, and everybody now will be like, have you heard of Blue Ox? Yeah, we heard of Blue Ox.
We won't even be able to get in.
I know. We knew about it before it was cool. Oh. Anyway, let's take a quick little thingy and come back with, hey, bartender.
Oh, hi. I'm Kelly Clinton. That's stuff. I wonder if Joan Rivers is watching. Oh, please. Oh, my God. Who cares? I don't have a different one. You know who watches this show? Wayne Newton.
You got that right, Kelly. I think you're absolutely beautiful and talented young lady. 5, 6, 9, 12. Talk a shit.
More camera time for me. Hey, I wonder if Cher's watching.
Oh, please. I have so many other things to do.
Woo! Hi, I'm Kelly Clinton. I'm the host of Talk Tales, and you're watching the Vegas Video Network. That was horrible.
And we're back. Here's where you find out what people are saying to us. This is where if you want to talk to us, you can talk to us. Get it? Hey, bartender, like we're the bartender, you're saying hey.
Hey, hey.
So here's an email section. That's kind of what it is. Oh, by the way, if you can even leave us a voicemail. We'll tell you about that later. But that's you can go right to our website. Click the
little dealy deal.
Yep, right there on the right-hand side. And you can record right there. I think you have to have a mic and stuff or a Mac. Ooh, that was an anti-PC thing, wasn't it? PCs will do it too, but you got to like go buy a sound card and a mic. And if you have a Mac, you just click that button and start talking. There's a mic on your Mac somewhere, and it'll just listen to you. As Safari remembers every website you've ever been to.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
Okay, this one is from Dave in Chicago. Congratulations.
You like Chicago.
I do like Chicago.
I like Chicago, too. I haven't been since the 90s, but you went like last year. Yeah. You went in the middle of winter.
I liked it then.
You weren't crazy about the deep dish pizza, though. Not to start a big East Coast, West Coast thing.
I wasn't.
You weren't. You got the mini. Never get a mini pizza.
I was by myself. What am I supposed to do?
Get a big one, throw the rest away. Never get a mini pizza.
I can't be that wasteful.
I got a theory. I don't mean to tangent, but ladies and gentlemen, never order the super humongous pizza and never order the individual. Pizza ovens are set up for a specific size. You get the little.
I just stopped in. I wanted to taste it.
It was one of those really, really super famous ones too. Not Uno, but it was the other one.
What's the other one?
I don't know. I want to say Primanti Brothers, but that's.
No, it was Pizza Uno.
Was it Pizza Uno?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. But you got a mini individual.
It wasn't what I like.
Anyway,
but I'm sure David Chicago likes it.
Right.
Okay. Congratulations. You have me searching for the term ass juice on your network website. I needed the name of one of your regular dive bars, and I knew it was mentioned in the ass juice episode. So there I am searching away. One word, ass juice. 2 words, ass juice. jugo de chulo? Anyway, you would think something as specific as ass juice would instantly bring me to the proper place. Turns out, juice and GL ass glass is mentioned in just about every cocktail of the day.
Oh.
Don't worry, I will find it at home via the Roku. But just thought I would point out my searching activities. Gave me a good laugh. Oh yeah, last trip I snapped a pic of your band on a trash can billboard. It was a highlight of sorts.
Well, you know what's funny? Be careful searching ass juice. You might get something you didn't intend to get.
Yeah. Maybe Las Vegas ass juice.
It's the double down. Is what it is. They invented the ass juice. The ass juice. I gotta say I'm not disappointed in ass juice because how could you be? But it's not what you think it is. I thought it would be gross. I was kind of hoping it was gross.
Yeah, I always thought it was just leftover drinks from ever being on the bar, and they just dumped it into a big container.
Isn't that romantic? I'm serious. Isn't that romantic? That
would be so against health code.
Yeah, but that would be what you'd want, like cigarette butts and everything. Like you just line them all up and you mix them in a big jug.
Like a cockroach swimming upside down. It's like,
yeah. Episode 69, dude. And but that's romantic. That's ass juice, right? But what ass juice really is a killer rum punch that will knock you on your ass, but it's not. It's not gross at all.
Yeah, it's not.
In fact,
from
it's, like I said, it's
toilet water.
It's remarkably good. Like, oh, that tastes like a really good Mai Tai or something. Like, oh, I was kind of hoping for something.
Quite good.
I was kind of hoping for something kind of like that rogue beer we had with Sam 2 weeks ago.
Oh, which one? The rogue? The bacon.
Bacon maple beer.
Just real
Not
quick,
as good as it sounds.
To that guy, if he wants to do a search, he was searching our website.
Right.
If you search 2 words, it's going to look for the word ass or juice or like the word glass. So what you do is you quote the 2 words. Quote ass juice, quote, and it will find the episode.
Oh. It's kind of like if you're looking for
how to look for ass juice.
Okay, it's kind of like if you're looking for Hungarian brides. Not that I would know.
Right.
You do quote Hungarian bride.
That's right.
You don't go Hungarian space brides.
Right.
Or Hungarian bread.
Or Hungarian bread. Because now you're going to get goulash
Hungarian
and you're going to
goulash,
get like bridal shows. Yeah, you got to, it's the internet, people. Internet people, you got to know how to do this stuff. I always put a plus in the middle. So Hungarian plus bride. Oh. Right, that's true. Minus transvestite.
Minus children.
Right, that's right, because then you get Hungarian brides that are not transvestites.
Oh, gotcha.
Right, well, which I would absolutely do, so I'd still get transvestite. Anyways, that's pretty good, wasn't it?
That's good.
Thank you, live studio audience!
Thank you, live chat room.
Chat room! We're like, that's the clapping of the chat room. Space bar. Oh my God, Google. Speaking of Google, did you see all the Olympic Google stuff and you could play the game? I must have played basketball on Google's homepage for 5 minutes today. It's got a little guy in it, and I didn't know you could play it. You go to Google, and it's a guy with a basket, right?
Yeah.
It's all art. But I noticed it's moving. I hit the space bar, and he shoots.
Oh, I didn't know. I
And you got to time it to shoot, and I want a gold.
Yeah, I went to the homepage real quick and just clicked right through it.
Oh.
And play.
Thank you, Google. This episode of Pub Crawl brought to you by Google. Searching for what you're looking for. Hey, that should be their... All right. If you'd like to get a hold of us, pubcrawl@vegasvideonetwork.com. That's pubcrawl@vegasvideonetwork.com. You know we have not mentioned in a while is Vegas Video Network and the other shows. But if you want to learn how to sue somebody in Vegas, check out Living in Las Vegas, yesterday's show. They weren't messing around, man. You don't want to mess with those guys. If you're looking to do some dastardly deeds, don't do it on Vegas Video Network. Why we're kind of keeping our pants on this show. Roku, as you just mentioned, that's that little box you get at Fry's and Best Buy that's like pretty cheap. It gives you the whole internet.
Yes,
HBO Go, Costco, all of it. Great little box. Awesome remote with a little cloth tag, which I have no idea what it's for, but it's awesome.
For Velcro?
No. KSHP, 1400 AM. We heard ourselves the other day. It's a great show. Every Saturday. Our show is awesome. You should listen to it. Twitter. We're Trek Vegas. The network is Vegas Video Network. iTunes, YouTube channel, the voicemail button that's on our webpage. Can't go wrong with that.
Do them all. Do one, do them all.
And you know, pub crawl urges you to drink responsibly, which we've been doing. Walk a few between your beers. Some exercise. After you watch some swimmers on the Olympics, it's really hard to sit there and eat chicken fingers and beers and go, you know what, we should walk down to the next bar.
Oh, and I have a question for our listeners and viewers.
Right.
Are any of you doing beer Olympics? If you are, I want to hear about it.
Oh, there is beer Olympics
beer
going
Olympics,
on. Yeah, we might cover some beer Olympics next week because there's some beer Olympics at the pub at Monte Carlo. They got these little like rowing machines. They got little uneven bars, but they're real low.
There's like a whole bunch of drinking games out there, but
yeah. Besides
I'm
pong,
curious.
beer pong.
That's not really an Olympic sport.
That's table tennis is actual Olympic sport. Send your emails to Alicia at Pub Crawl. Badminton's the one that's not a sport. Oh! Well, it was till they all got kicked out. Remember, we may leave stuff out, but we do not make stuff up until next week, episode 90. We'll see you then. Cheers.